Do you feel like your wallet is still recovering from the holiday season? You're not alone. The thrill of gift-giving, lavish dinners, and unexpected sales can leave even the best planners staring at a pile of bills come January. But here's the thing. It's not just about the money you spend. It's about what that spending represents. Maybe it's the pressure to impress, the guilt of not giving enough, or the fear of missing out. These emotions can lead to decisions that weigh heavily on your financial future. The truth is, overspending doesn't just drain your bank account, it chips away at your peace of mind. Imagine constantly juggling debts, avoiding credit card statements, or missing out on opportunities to invest because you're stuck paying off last year's holidays. It's a cycle that keeps so many people from building wealth or even starting a business they've always dreamed of. But here's the good news. It's not too late to flip the script. By understanding what drives your spending and taking practical steps, you can turn this setback into an opportunity. Think of it as a reset button, not just for your finances but for your entire money mindset. What if I told you that by the end of this, you'll not only recover from holiday overspending but also set yourself up for passive income and financial freedom? Stick around, because we're diving deep into actionable tips that will change how you handle money, not just during the holidays but year-round. And trust me, the best part isn't just saving, it's the confidence you'll build as you take control of your finances. Ready to start? Reflect on your holiday spending habits. The holiday season has a sneaky way of stretching budgets thin. Many find themselves swiping cards a bit too freely, only to feel the sting when January hits. Take a moment to review your recent spending. What did you buy on impulse? Maybe it was that extra gift for a coworker or an overpriced holiday meal. Understanding these patterns is the first step to breaking the cycle. After all, how can you fix what you don't acknowledge? Imagine you're looking back at your bank statement and it's screaming ouch. Identify those items that weren't part of the plan. For example, if you spend an extra $500 on last-minute decorations or extravagant dinners, ask yourself, was it really worth it? By pinpointing these oversights, you'll arm yourself with the knowledge to dodge them next year. Triggers play a huge role in overspending. Perhaps it's emotional, feeling pressured to match someone else's generosity, or social, like keeping up with friends' lavish celebrations. To combat this, jot down your spending triggers. If dining out with friends is a weak spot, consider hosting potluck gatherings instead. This small shift could save you hundreds while still keeping the festive spirit alive. Learning from holiday spending mistakes is about more than saving money, it's about taking control. For instance, if you notice a pattern of overspending on gifts, try setting a price cap for next year. Research shows that sticking to a predetermined budget reduces financial stress by nearly 40%. Doesn't that sound like a win-win? Now, as you take these lessons to heart, think of the bigger picture. This isn't just about cutting back, it's about creating habits that align with your financial goals. What if this reflection could pave the way for a debt-free January? Speaking of which, let's explore a game-changing strategy to tackle holiday debt head-on. Create a post-holiday debt repayment plan. Alright, so now that the holiday cheer has worn off and the credit card bills have started arriving, it's time to get serious. If you've accumulated debt over the holidays, don't panic. The first step is to prioritize high-interest debt. Credit card debt, for example, can carry interest rates as high as 25%. Paying it off first is a no-brainer if you want to avoid paying more in the long run. Start by making a list of all your debts. I'm talking about credit cards, personal loans, and anything else that's hanging over your head. Once you have everything laid out, prioritize them by interest rate. Focus on the ones with the highest rates, and start chipping away at those first. You'd be amazed at how quickly the balance can start shrinking once you put your energy into the right places. A great tool here is the debt snowball method. Start by paying off your smallest debt first, while making minimum payments on others. As soon as you wipe out one balance, you'll gain momentum and tackle the next debt even faster. It's like a snowball effect that actually works in your favor: less stress, more confidence. Setting clear monthly goals will help you stay on track. For example, if you've got $1,000 worth of holiday debt, aim to pay off $250 each month. At that pace, you'll be free in just 4 months. You can even automate your payments to avoid skipping them and to stay consistent. Financial discipline doesn't have to be complicated, it just takes a little planning and persistence. Getting your finances back on track starts with discipline and a solid plan. If you've never had a debt repayment strategy before, now's the time to build one. In the next step, we'll talk about how you can take a break from unnecessary spending to supercharge your financial recovery. Embrace a no-spend January challenge. If you're serious about getting your finances back on track after the holidays, why not start the new year with a challenge? A no-spend January is the perfect way to reset your spending habits. It's not about depriving yourself, it's about refocusing and redirecting that money towards something more productive, like paying off debt or building your emergency fund. Think about it. How much did you spend on things you didn't need in December? Take a moment to reflect. Those impulse buys, the last-minute online orders, or maybe the overpriced Starbucks runs that just add up. What if you could use the money you saved during a no-spend month and apply it toward a real goal? This isn't just about avoiding purchases. It's about making intentional choices and asking yourself, do I really need this? For example, instead of buying a new pair of shoes, how about putting that money into a savings account? Or, if you've been eyeing a new gadget, redirect those funds to your credit card repayment plan. Small shifts can add up fast. A no-spend January can be freeing. Think about it. By the end of the month, you might have saved enough to pay off a chunk of your debt or at least cover that next unexpected expense. And don't forget about the mental shift that comes with it. It teaches you to control your habits, which is the key to long-term financial success. As you start to think about ways to save, let's talk about how a simple habit, like saving for next year's holidays, can turn this month of sacrifice into a long-term win. Start a sinking fund for next holiday season. The holidays might feel far away, but if you're serious about getting ahead financially, now's the perfect time to start preparing for next year. Imagine being able to enjoy the holiday season without the stress of overspending. That's where a sinking fund comes in. It's essentially a dedicated savings account where you set aside money monthly for specific future expenses, in this case, next year's holiday season. Starting a sinking fund doesn't require a lot of money up front. Even saving just $25 or $50 a month can make a huge difference when December rolls around. Think about it. By the time next holiday season comes around, you'll have saved enough to pay for gifts, travel, or parties without having to rely on credit cards. No more holiday debt hangover. It's all about consistency. The key to making this work is to set aside a fixed amount each month, no matter how small. For example, if you start now with $50 a month, that's $600 by the time the next holidays hit. That amount can easily cover the cost of gifts or even help you build up a fund for other seasonal expenses, like extra groceries or a vacation. Building a sinking fund is also a great way to practice discipline. It teaches you to think ahead and budget for the things you want without putting yourself in a financially vulnerable situation. Plus, it's a fantastic opportunity to reassess your spending habits. You'll quickly learn what you can do without, like those spontaneous purchases that felt like a good idea at the time but don't serve you in the long run. Next time you're planning your finances, think about how much easier life will be when you're not scrambling to cover unexpected expenses. It's not just about saving for holidays, it's about building a mindset that keeps you prepared year-round. So, what if you use this strategy to cover other expenses in your life? declutter and sell unused items. Ever look around your house after the holidays and wonder where all that extra stuff came from? The reality is, many of us accumulate items we don't really need during the holiday season. It's time to declutter and turn that excess into cash. Selling unused items can be a quick and easy way to generate extra income, especially after the holiday spending rush. Plus, it helps you reset and start the new year with a clearer, more organized space. Platforms like eBay, Poshmark, or Facebook Marketplace make it simple to sell things you no longer need. Whether it's clothes you won't wear, gadgets gathering dust, or holiday decor that doesn't quite fit your style, there's someone out there looking for it. Even if you just make a few $100s, that's money you can reinvest into your financial goals. It's a win-win. The best part about this process is how it helps you reflect on your spending habits. When you go through your things, you realize how much stuff you bought that didn't really add value to your life. The same goes for holiday shopping. How many of those gifts were really necessary, or were they just impulsive buys to fulfill an expectation? By decluttering, you can not only clear out the physical items but also the mindset that leads to unnecessary purchases. Use this opportunity to reflect on what really matters to you and your financial well-being. Imagine using the money you make from decluttering to pay down debt, build your emergency fund, or invest in something meaningful. It's a small step that can have a big impact on your financial future. Decluttering isn't just about selling things, it's about shifting your mindset towards living with intention. By clearing out physical clutter, you're making room for new financial opportunities. Ready to turn your unused items into cash and make 2024 your most financially focused year yet? Reevaluate your financial goals for the year. The start of a new year is the perfect time to take a hard look at your financial goals and realign them with where you want to be. If you found yourself stuck in a cycle of overspending or struggling to meet your goals, it's not too late to make a fresh start. Take some time to sit down and reassess what's really important to you. What are your priorities for 2024? Is it building wealth, paying off debt, or investing for your future? Reevaluating your financial goals isn't just about setting new targets, it's about understanding where your money is going and why. Maybe last year, you didn't hit the milestones you set because you didn't have a clear roadmap. Or perhaps you let distractions, like holiday spending or other financial pressures, take you off course. Now is your chance to get back on track and make sure you're setting yourself up for success in the long run. Start by breaking down your goals into manageable steps. Want to build wealth? Start by creating a solid savings plan and investing in assets that will generate passive income. Interested in paying off debt? Focus on eliminating high-interest balances first. No matter where you are financially, make sure your goals are specific, measurable, and achievable. Don't try to do it all at once. Small, consistent actions add up over time. A great way to keep track of your progress is by using a financial tracking tool or app. Tools like Mint or an app, You Need a Budget, can help you stay on top of your spending and ensure you're sticking to your goals. It's like having a financial coach in your pocket, always reminding you of what you're working towards. By checking in regularly, you'll stay motivated and focused on your financial success. Remember, your financial goals should align with your values and long-term vision. If you're committed to living debt-free or building wealth for your family's future, now is the time to take action. The decisions you make today will shape the next 12 months. Let's make 2024 the year you take full control of your finances. Adopt a gratitude-driven spending mindset. It's easy to get caught up in the constant chase for the next big thing. Whether it's the latest tech gadget or an impulse shopping spree, the desire to keep up with others can drain your wallet and your peace of mind. But what if you flip the script? Instead of focusing on what you don't have, shift your mindset to one of gratitude for what you already own. It's not just a feel-good approach, it's a financial game changer. When you stop and appreciate the things you've already worked hard for, you start to view your spending in a completely different light. Suddenly, you don't need that new pair of shoes or the latest phone. You realize that true happiness doesn't come from constant consumption. In fact, practicing gratitude can help you save more money because you're less likely to make impulse purchases. Think about how much you could save if you stopped buying things just to fill a temporary void. For instance, let's say you're eyeing a new gaming console, but you already own one that works perfectly fine. Rather than buying it, practice gratitude by acknowledging how much enjoyment you've already gotten from the one you have. Redirect those funds into something more meaningful, like paying off your debt or building your emergency savings. It's about finding joy in what you have, rather than always looking outside for something new. This gratitude-driven mindset doesn't mean you stop spending altogether. It means you start making more intentional choices. When you do spend, make sure it's on things that truly bring value to your life. Invest in experiences that create lasting memories or in items that contribute to your well-being, rather than on fleeting trends. This approach will help you build long-term financial stability, because you'll be more intentional with your money, and ultimately, you'll spend less. By embracing gratitude, you'll start to see a shift in your financial mindset. It's not about denying yourself pleasures, but about making smarter choices that align with your long-term goals. When you focus on appreciating what you already have, you'll find that you need less to feel fulfilled. And as a result, you'll have more money to put toward building wealth, saving for your future, or investing in opportunities that align with your dreams. As we've explored together, turning holiday overspending into a fresh financial start isn't just about cutting costs. It's about shifting your approach to money, adopting new habits, and taking control of your financial future. This isn't a quick fix. It's a long-term transformation that starts with small, deliberate steps. By focusing on mindset, planning, and discipline, you can build the foundation for a financially free life, starting right now. If you're ready to take the next step, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss more tips like this. But more importantly, if you want to fully transform your finances and balance your life, I invite you to take action today. Click the link in the pinned comment now to access holistic health, nourish your mind, balance your finances, transform your life, the guide that combines mental wellness with financial mastery. This step-by-step resource will show you how to strengthen both your mind and your finances, helping you create lasting change and peace of mind. Don't wait for another year to pass by. Start your transformation today. Check out the material in the pinned comment, and let's take this journey to financial freedom together.